welcome to another episode of Just Us Dads. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to another Dadversation. We got a special guest today. Chris isn't here. He's too busy scoring big deals, apparently, working overtime. So filling in this week for Chris is my young brother, Savva. And George, obviously, is here as usual.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, man?
Welcome. Good. You? Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for this last minute. That's what younger brothers are for.
Younger brothers who just had a baby boy.
That's right. Yeah. Last week, baby boy. He's doing good, keeping us up all night. But what are you gonna do? Oh man,
you're still at the 3 hour mark there, 3-4 hours.
2.5.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it depends. 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours.
That's okay. It lasts, about a month and a half, and then they fall into a more...
Yeah, it just sucks at 4 a.m. when he starts crying, and then my daughter wakes up also, and she starts crying. She can't go back to bed after.
She's a light sleeper?
She wasn't, but ever since this guy came around, she gets worried. He cries, and she wakes up. She thinks something's wrong with him. She starts screaming. Yeah, she starts screaming, Mama, Baba, the baby, you know?
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's 4 a.m.
You don't have them. The kid is with you now in your bedroom, right?
No, the kid is in his room and my daughter's in her room.
Oh, yeah? Already?
Yeah, right away. Day one, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but my wife is sleeping in his room because we have a double bed over there.
So it's like basically it's like you have him in your bedroom. That's it. If there's something with the kid,
that's it. As long as it's not me, man. But no, it's good. It's good.
So you have a whole bed to yourself now.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, nice, man. You close that door. You don't care. Just let your wife take care of everything.
Yeah, that's it exactly. But when
how does it
when the camera goes off, it's a little annoying.
Turn it off. You don't need it. Anna's there with a baby. What do you need the camera for?
Sure. What were we saying, George?
How does it feel to buy 2 sizes of diapers now?
Man, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Imagine I went to buy diapers the other day and I bought number 1 instead of newborn, and I came home and I had to go back and change. Yeah, I had to go back and change them.
Why did you go back and change them? Just keep them. Eventually,
no, she didn't want. You crazy? No, bring them back. Get new ones. Get the newborn.
You go put $50 somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you are gonna need them in about a month. So what was the point?
Yeah, of course I know, but whatever. It's okay. It gets me out of the house a little bit.
Man, I don't miss that game, man. Oh man.
To run out of the house.
No, I hated diapers, man. I hated the expense. I was like, get them on that toilet. I don't care how old you do. Get them on the fucking toilet. I don't care if he can't hold his head up. Get them on that fucking toilet.
They can barely hold their head up. They're walking.
Push.
You're holding them over the toilet. Are you supporting his neck?
No, there's obviously things we miss, but that's definitely not one of them.
Yeah, I'm not going to miss it either once it's over.
So wait, remind everyone, the oldest now is 1.
She's turning 2 in November.
2 in November.
Yeah, 2 in November. The other one was born last week.
2 in November. Yeah, I mean, in a couple of months, you can maybe start potty training the other one.
Yeah. We were thinking of doing it, but didn't happen.
From everything I've heard from other parents, for the most part, girls are really quick with the potty.
Oh, yeah?
Really quick, yeah.
I don't know. My brother can answer that question.
Yeah, look, we're potty training the little one now. So it's been a week.
She's like 3, almost.
She's 2. She turned 2 in May.
Oh, wow.
So
2.5.
About 2.5.
Yeah.
So, but the good thing is, because the younger ones, they see the older one, right? So they learn much quicker. They understand what they have to do.
Yeah. It didn't work for me.
The little one, it didn't work, no?
It didn't
she's
work.
Okay. Like, look, she's had a couple accidents, but I mean, look, you have to expect this, man. It's like you're gonna be picking up poop. And
no, he just refused. He wouldn't go. He needed to go, but he would just hold it.
Yeah. Oof.
So I went a step higher. I took it out of his hands completely. I gave him a laxative.
Oh.
I did. I'm not even kidding.
No way.
Because he was gonna hold it till it hurts him.
Yeah.
And I wanted him to he had to do it. I knew once he got that first one out, it would work, and it worked.
Yeah.
That's dangerous, no?
No. I didn't give him anything crazy. I gave him something that's safe, man.
Yeah, obviously.
Because he wasn't going. He was literally not going because he refused to use the toy, so he was just holding it in for days.
Yeah, no, that's dangerous.
Well, that's not good, yeah.
So that's why I gave him the laxative and I took it out of his hands.
But what was your approach to introduce them to potty training? Because as we took out that little toilet, and she saw it, she took it, and she just slammed it on the floor. Like, what is this, you know?
Yeah, no, you got to look, for the first step, you got to remove the diaper.
First step is no diaper and let him feel the shame of doing it on himself.
And then look, they're gonna piss on themselves for sure. They're gonna piss on the floor, and then slowly, you have to make them understand. Look, this is where you have to do it now. You
just remember the day you take it off, no couch.
Yeah, or you put the towel.
That's a problem.
You put a bunch of waterproof stuff there, but or what we're doing now, because it's not like, okay, I have to pee, let me go sit and pee. So every maybe half hour, an hour, we just grab her. We're like, okay, do you need to pee? Okay, come, let's sit down. Sometimes it pees, and we're like, yeah, like the big celebration. You have to overdo it, high fives, hugs, and everything, and she gets it. Like, okay, I peed. Okay, they're excited because I peed. So I think she's on her own. She's done it maybe once or twice. But we're still at that phase where we're like, okay, do you need to pee? You have to pee? Okay, let's go. And we put her down and she pees,
She holds it?
No.
I mean, does she hold it when she's not in the toilet? Or does she if you don't mention it, will she just do it on herself?
She's done it twice, I think. I don't know about my wife. Twice that she went on her own and she did it, and it was nice. It was good. But like the other day, she was sitting on the couch. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm going up the stairs, and I look at her, and I smile, and I wave. And she's like, like a baby. I'm like, okay. I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom, and she's still sitting on the couches. And as I'm coming down, I'm like, hi. And it wasn't the same smile. It was like.
She was wet and cold.
I'm like, what the fuck's happening there? That's not normal. And then I hear, Baba, Popo. I'm like, no, please. Because she confuses poop and pee. Sometimes she's like, popo, and it's like a pee, And then I'm like, oh, please, God, tell me she just peed, please. So as I'm walking closer.
She shot on your couch.
Oh, yeah, man. It was just fucking. She wasn't moving. And it was right there next to her ass. I was like,
she knew not to make a mess. She's smart.
She lifted her leg, too, like side.
She was already on the side.
Less ass cheek friction.
Oh, man. Yeah. But we're there now. So for you, first step, but it might be too soon, Savva, too, though. I don't know, man.
We're not trying yet, man.
You can try without forcing. Just make it a playful thing, just to see how she takes it.
She took the toilet and body slammed it, bro. What are you talking about?
Did you put pressure on her or no?
No, zero. We just put it out. We're like, okay, Maria, this is your toilet, and she took it and just threw it on the floor, bro.
Yeah. All right, give it back. She'll come around.
And you gotta go for gadgets, man. Like George was over the other day. He saw the one we have.
That was nice.
Yeah, you press a little, like the pot. It looks like exactly like a toilet, and then
it's a potty, but it's
It even flushes. Yeah, it flushes too. It makes a sound.
There's flushes, no, man. You
No, like there's a flush and it makes a sound. Yeah, but it doesn't flush. Yeah.
You have the same one, right, George?
That's the one I have, yeah. And for Emma, we had another one that you would press, and there was all these colors. It would make the sound. But that one that we had for Emma had a sensor, so when she would pee or whatever, there was music that would start playing.
No way.
Yeah. There was like a little sensor. She would pee, and there was like a little music, like a celebratory thing.
We never got that sophisticated, and maybe that's why we had so much trouble.
You got to make it fun, man.
What helped with my eldest was. We made him watch an episode of a show he liked, and on that show, the main character, had to use the toilet.
Yeah,
right.
He wasn't supposed to hold it; just go use the toilet and wash your hands and all these kind of things. And he wanted to imitate that character, and he started doing it.
That's another way to do it. And there's books too. There's a lot of books on potty training. Like you read the storybook at night, and like, oh look, she went to pee, and there's like a little potty, and But I think
she's kind of starting hinting it out. Like sometimes she pees and she says "baba pipi" or "caca," and you change your diaper and it's full. So
really, she understands. So wait a couple more months. I think she's almost there. You can start. Look, I mean, I don't know if there's a rule for anything like that. I mean, we always thought that at 2 we would maybe consider, 2 and a couple of months or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think we started much earlier with Emma. This one, 2.5 months. She's, but
She's almost there.
it's on the kid. It depends on the kid, man. Like if they understand what's happening in their diaper, then yeah, maybe you should think about starting.
They all eventually they're disgusted of themselves and they just go to the toilet.
Yeah.
As they get older and they get more conscious of what's happening in their diaper, like, let me go put in that bowl with the water instead. They start to realize how disgusting it is, and it's on their skin and shit like that.
Yeah.
What I remember,
little kid, little problems.
I remember when we were potty training Emma, like we had the potty downstairs, and she would see us every time she would pee. I would take the little thing, walk up the stairs, go to the bathroom, empty it, wash it, and bring it back down. So at some point, I'm in the bathroom. I think I was shaving, and I hear I'm like, what the hell is going? I go outside, bro. She had peed in the thing, and she was
dragging the toilet.
The entire fucking potty, bro. Fucking piss flying everywhere on the stairs, on her. Coming over the stairs, just piss flying everywhere. I'm like, what are you doing? She had a big smile. Like, look, I'm bringing it. I'm gonna flush down my own pee. It's like, what pee? There won't be any left by the time you get it.
It was on her clothes.
It was all over the place.
Oh man, that's some funny stuff, man.
But how's Anna doing? She's
Anna's a champ, man. Anna, she's ready to go back to work.
That girl isn't normal.
Yeah, she gave birth, and once they changed this room after the delivery room, she was in her clothes and she was sitting on the bed and walking around.
You stayed one night or two?
One, man. I don't get it. 24 hours, you're out.
That's what normal happens. When it's the second one, and how things work and everything. I mean, I don't think they keep you. I think we stay. No, because Joanna.
No, but you were C-section.
Yeah, it was C-section.
Yeah, no, but 24 hours, and you're in, you're out.
How was everything with the whole COVID situation there?
Listen, we walked in. You had to have a mask.
Yeah.
There was no visitors allowed. It was just the father, and she actually got tested for COVID. They test the mother, because there's nurses and doctors coming in and out of the room, so they want to make sure that you don't have anything.
They didn't test you?
No.
It's funny how those results, they get them instantly, eh?
24 hours. The next day they had the results.
Oh, right away. Okay.
Yeah, right away. Maybe even 12 hours. I don't remember, but it was quick. And no, everywhere you walk in the hospital, you have to have your mask. And that's it. They don't really. There's not really more than that, man.
Man, I wouldn't trust people coming in the room. Fuck, the overnight, you have all these nurses. They come, they take a temperature, they touch your kid. They.
That's another stupidity, man. Well, they come in at 2 a.m. and they wake you up. Did you breastfeed? Okay, wake up the baby, open the lights. Breastfeed
but
the
it's
kid.
important that the kid doesn't lose too much weight at that stage. That's.
Oh, I get it, man. But at 3 a.m. when everybody's sleeping, don't come and wake us up to breastfeed.
Well, yeah, that's their job. You got to make sure that the kid is fed. You got to feed the kid every every 3 hours?
Every 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah. Stop fucking bothering me, man. Get the fuck out of my room.
Look, man.
I'll feed her when I want to feed her.
Yeah, man. The kid's sleeping, man. Relax. Nothing's gonna happen to the kid if he takes it an hour later or an hour before, man.
They're just looking out for the baby, not for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. No.
I remember Emma was a big sleeper, man. Like she wouldn't want to wake up to eat, and I had to tickle her. Like I would tickle her back, and just to keep her awake. But you have
this guy's up, man. This guy is up. He's ready to go. Every 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. And other than that, everything went well. The labor was long. She was in labor for like 40 hours.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That was long, man. That was long because her contractions started, let's say, a Wednesday afternoon. And then by Wednesday night, they were pretty close together. So around like at the 8-minute mark, so we're like, okay, let's go to the hospital. It's the second kid. It might come quicker.
They sent you back though.
Yeah, and we got there, and they tell us, well, you're not ready yet, so go walk around for 2 hours just in case things change. And after 2 hours, they send us back home.
Hospital there. That infested hospital.
That's it. So we're walking around till about 5 a.m. and then they send us back home. So we came home. And then she was having contractions throughout the whole day. And then around 9 o'clock at night, she really started getting them. They were like 30 seconds long. And so it was funny because we were at my in-laws. Well, it's not funny, but we're at my in-laws having supper.
Hilarious, bro. My wife
and
she felt like she was being stabbed.
Dude, I thought she was gonna give birth in the car, man. What are you talking about? We're at my in-laws, and she started getting contractions, and we're like, okay, let's go. Let's drop off the baby at home. My sister-in-law was gonna come and babysit, and we're driving home, and she thought it was coming out. She's like, just go, blow the red lights. I don't give a shit. Just go, you know. And we dropped off the kid. We went to the hospital. I must have got a ticket for sure on the highway. I saw the flash and whatever, but yeah, you do, man.
Oh, show them the birth certificate.
Exactly. You know what I mean. And,
they're gonna give you the pass.
Yeah, but all that for the delivery of 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes. Like the kid came up. The kid came up by himself.
So there was no time for drugs.
No, she took the epidural, but because we got to the hospital at 11 o'clock at night, she gave birth at 9:50 in the morning. So as soon as we got to the hospital, a couple of hours later, she took the epidural, and then she gave birth at 9:49 in the morning. Ooh. But the baby came out literally by himself, man. The doctor's like, "Don't push." She's like, "I'm not pushing."
He's like, "Yo, hey,
hey, what's up?
How you doing?"
I remember having a conversation with my wife, and I didn't know how to bring up the subject because women are very they're very concerned about how they give birth, and a lot of women they put these ideas in their heads that it has to be a natural delivery.
They put pressure on them for things that
I didn't know
everybody feels differently about.
And she had a C-section, and I didn't know for months. I didn't know how to approach the topic, and at some point she kind of said, I think we're lucky that we had a C-section, because, there's stories like this where, women are just going through so much pain and they're waiting like 24, 48 hours. And I told her, you know what? I never told you this. And deep down inside, I'm happy that it turned out this way. And I was happy that, because, when you have a C-section, chances are that the second kid is going to be a C-section as well. Because there's
no choice.
It depends because if you have a kid like after 3 or 4 years, maybe
try for natural.
Maybe you could, but if it's within that time frame,
I thought it was automatic. Once you have the scar, because if you push that hard, it could be torn again.
Yeah, it depends.
You don't want both.
It depends. So I said, you know what? Thank God, because we didn't have any of these unforeseen circumstances where. And I don't think I deal very well with that shit, man. If I'm in a panic situation like that, I have no idea. I lose my mind. But yeah, you've heard stories where it happens kind of last minute and you're rushing. Get the fucking bags ready, right?
That was me, bro.
Oh my God, man. Let me tell you something.
So we hit the Champlain Bridge and it was bumper to bumper.
Oh fuck.
she's holding on the chest. She's like, oh my God, it hurts.
Let me tell you something. For us, it was like we went on a trip, man. The luggage was ready. We called the cab. It came. It picked us up. It dropped us off at the airport.
It was nice and scheduled.
It was like a check-in. Hi, we're here for a delivery. 8 a.m. Yeah, okay, just inside. Okay.
Yeah, but the healing process for her is much longer after.
6 weeks.
Yeah, you see, like with Anna, natural birth, man. Even with the first one, I remember she gave birth and she was walking like a few minutes after. You know what I mean?
There's a big difference.
I'll tell you, my first one, we gave birth, and that evening at 8 p.m., I was asleep on her bed and she was sitting on the chair. I kicked her out of her bed so I could sleep.
That's funny. Us, we got lucky with the first one. We had a semi-private room, but because my wife works at the hospital, they didn't book anybody in our room. So I had a bed and she had a bed.
Nice.
Yeah, but with this one, I had that shit chair that folds out.
That folds out.
Oh my God!
Transformer bullshit.
Yeah, my back is still hurting.
Yeah, it's better to just stand up the whole time for 42 days. For 2 days, just stand up.
Go sleep in the waiting room, one of those chairs. It's probably more comfortable.
Man.
Yeah, no, it's difficult, man. Like honestly, you can't put yourself in that position. You can't imagine what it's like to be a mom in labor. I don't want to imagine what that pain must feel like. But yeah, no, I consider myself lucky that it was a C-section and I didn't have to go through stuff like you guys went through.
Listen, man, it's different, man. Like watching your kid being born is the most beautiful thing you could ever.
No, it's not. It's fucking
man.
Disgusting.
No, bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, I wanted to vomit.
No, man,
when that placenta falls out, I saw them fall out both times.
They pull the umbilical cord and it just comes out. Have you ever looked inside what it looks like?
No. Well, I saw what's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
It looks like chunks of vomit.
Yeah, it looks like brain.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I get it. I didn't see any of that because it's surgery, so we're behind that sheet there.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting.
It's disgusting in the sense that it's an ordeal. It's an ordeal. Like, I mean, the body goes through insane amount, like insane things that you can't imagine your body going through.
Yeah,
never.
And there's things literally falling out of it, and they're being stitched and all these things. You're like, damn.
Yeah. Luckily, she didn't have to get stitched.
That's the genitals, man.
Luckily, my wife didn't have to get stitched, so.
Have you guys seen that video that circulated online? I think a couple of years ago, where they put men and they reproduced the pain of women that are in labor. It was like these things that stuck on their
electric pads.
I don't know what it was, and they would stimulate, and it was the exact same like feeling as a woman.
Contraction.
Yeah, the contractions, the pain, everything. Dude, just watching these guys cry. Some guy,
for sure, man.
Some guy was begging for his mom. He's like, give my mom! It was ever, man. It was fucking crying. Stop it.
Crazy, man. I was watching my wife go through it, and I felt the pain for her, man.
And then there's people that try to guilt other people into not taking the meds. I mean,
that I don't understand, bro. How they give birth
and take them, it's fine if you feel you can handle it.
Oh, you're fucked if you don't want to take them.
Look, we didn't take them the second time because there was no time. It was too late. We got there and it was like, okay, get on the bed, spread your legs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. So there was no time. But it wasn't because we didn't choose to. But there's other people I hear that they get pressure from, other family members and stuff. Please, for me, don't do this to your child. You're poisoning them. Give them a chance. Like shit like this.
Fuck, man.
Man.
What about the other ones there that give birth at home in a tub, in their bathtub?
That's next level, bro.
With the music blasting.
That's next level.
Painkiller.
What's it called? That it's I can't remember what it's called, but like they give birth,
I've heard of it.
And it's like apparently the kid comes to life, like
comes out swimming.
It's not that it comes out swimming; it just comes out in more of a natural element that he was in, kind of thing.
Yeah. Have you seen those videos on YouTube?
No. Why would you even see? Why? Why would?
Why not? There's this one of there's this one of a woman. She's like in a creek or something, Yeah.
Like she went to
the woods.
River.
Yeah,
she went to a river to do this.
Yeah. And like she had a whole crew there and everything. Man, that's next level, man. I don't know.
Why would you go have a baby at the river if you have all these other options?
I don't know, but people are not normal.
And bring a bear so we could fight a bear while we do this. Come on, let's do it the really old way.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things now that are in. Everybody's looking like midwives and deliveries at home, and it's fine. I mean, I respect people's choices and stuff, but like, what if something goes wrong? Do you not want to be in a hospital setting? You know what I mean?
For sure.
Those chances, you don't want to put all the chances on your side. Like, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? Like, I never understood that.
Well, the people that they have with them, they're trained.
They're experts.
You know what I mean?
That's why I respect the choice. I'm like, look, if that's what you're into and stuff, okay, do it. I respect it. But I don't know. For me, it's like you don't want to be in the hospital, man. Like, what if, like, I don't know, something might go wrong. Who knows? You know, like, knock on wood. You don't want anything to go wrong. But what if it does? You know,
they get crazy, man. I don't know what do you want to tell you. They're that's next level, man. Those women.
No, it's just that if something goes wrong and you need an emergency C-section, you can't.
No.
Too late. There's no time to bring them there and all this kind of problems, man.
but there's also now the situations where they bring the midwife at the hospital, so you don't have you don't have your doctor. It's a midwife. So if something happens, I mean, you're still in the hospital. I remember. I can't remember if it was the first or the second time around. It was a form that my wife's doctor had to sign, and there was a point where it said like who's going to be delivering the baby, and there's all these options, like midwife, blah blah blah, or your doctor, so the guy's going through the list. Midwife, fuck no, man, why did they even put this on this paper? What the hell's wrong with these people? Like, fuck this shit. They hate them. It's like it's contrary to whatever they know and whatever they've been trained for. Midwives, fuck are they doing here? It's so funny. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's
Wow, man, you're bringing me back there, and it's been a while since we thought of this. Since I thought of it, my kids are a little older than George's too.
How old are your kids, man?
7 and 5.
Wow.
That's like my youngest is fucking tall, man. It's like, god damn, no more toddlers, no more nothing.
Yeah, but you guys aren't short either, bro.
You're both tall, man.
Yeah, he's the younger one. Look, my oldest is taller than average, but not by much. Like a little bit taller than average. The other guy is 90-something percentile.
Oh, wow.
So I hope he's as tall as me or bigger, because my kids are both September babies, so they're always going to be the youngest kid in school.
Yeah.
It was the youngest in their grade because they're born in September. So
what you want?
Like he just went to grade 1 and turned 7 3 weeks after. So he's always younger. Yeah. Like the kid who missed a year in November beats him up because he's a year older than him. Get it?
Yeah.
So I hope they're big and scary, so nobody fucks with them too much. That's my instincts talking, but I'm sure they'll be fine.
Have they had any episodes?
They do a lot of kung fu. What?
Have they had any episodes at school?
Like bullying and stuff?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, they're friendly. Alex is the older one, so he's the first one I can really talk about. The other guy just started elementary.
Kindergarten.
He hasn't had any. Yeah, it's still part of elementary.
Yeah.
He hasn't had any incidences, but he's very friendly. Usually easy to make friends. All his teachers love him. So,
but I feel now that in schools, like the teachers are much more careful with these things, with bullying, and maybe they're
better prepared and more proactive.
Yeah, like back in our days, these bullying
didn't exist, man.
This man, it's like
they let nature sort of take its course. That's what it was, and now we get more involved. So is one way better? I think we need a little bit of both.
Yeah.
The kid who's very sensitive needs a bit of a thicker skin. And the bully needs to be spoken to see what's really wrong. Why does he feel like punishing other people?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. A bully just wants your reaction. That's your suffering and your demise is his win. That's his victory.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like victorious when somebody feels so down? Something to be worked on there.
So Savva, now you're off from work. When are you going back?
Monday.
Already?
2 weeks. Yeah, I took 2 weeks. And I took 1 week from my vacation and 1 week my pat leave. And the rest I take it throughout the year. I don't know. Maybe I'll take some time Christmas.
Perfect. What's the birth date?
Of my son.
Yeah.
September 18th.
My son's the 19th.
Yeah.
And my other son's the 27th.
Well, my daughter's the 28th.
Nice. Look at that. My kids are exactly 2 years and 8 days apart.
You schedule these things, you people. It's like
yeah, we call each other.
You're 2 years and like 10 days apart.
Who?
You. Your kid.
Me. Less than 2 years. Mine,
November.
November. She's turning 2 in November. The other one is a newborn, so they're 22 months.
22 months.
Yeah.
I misunderstood that.
Yeah.
Still pretty
close. So, yeah, it's very close. At least they're going to grow up. They're going to be pretty close, I hope.
For sure.
You know?
For sure. My kids are best friends.
They're two boys too, man. So it makes a big difference, you know.
That's it. I'm curious to see that dynamic.
I saw. You see Chris's son, who's 11, and his daughter, who's 3, and they're always playing together, man.
Well, yeah, because he feels like he has to take care of her. Like the age gap is so big.
They also have they play together.
Yeah.
It's not just that. It's not just him being like big brother. It's his company.
Yeah. You know, look, the company obviously helps. Like my daughters play together, even though they're what, nearly 4 years apart. Yeah, you know,
sure. And as they get older, it gets trickier, man.
But that's the thing. Look.
I'll give you an example. Like I was giving my son Alex advice on how I was just basically telling him, look, man, it's not good to eat too much. You know, I know you want more. I can always give you more of that. I know it's delicious, but it's not good to eat these things. It's bad for your health. It's bad for your body. And when you eat too much, it starts to show on your body too. You get a little bigger here, a little bigger there. And I created a bit of a monster. Because there's two bad things in this now. When he sees an overweight person, does he eat too much of the bad stuff? And we're talking about out loud, while the person he's talking about and pointing at could hear him.
No filters.
And the other thing is, every time he eats a little too much, he comes, Baba, do I still have a good shape? Did I eat too much? Is my tummy too big?
Careful with that, man.
And I'm like, fuck, man. I just wanted to give the kid some sound advice, man. What the fuck? You know what? I have to make sure he doesn't get a complex. So I pulled away, and I wasn't aggressive about the conversation. I was very, very, very natural about it.
It's weird, man, because these things you don't know how to approach them. Like, look, my approach was.
I want to tell him, that person's fucking fat. He ate too much, but I don't want to say that because he's not ready for that information. Because he's just gonna blab it and hurt someone's feelings.
I've gone the other way. I've gone because look, I started exercising much more regularly than ever before in my life, and it's
Savva. It's been 7 weeks of his life.
7 weeks.
7 weeks. Did you pull a hernia yet?
Of his 40 years. He needs a new spot. He's running out of spots. Gonna get one right here.
It's already done, man. No, so far everything is going well, but I figured that, you know what, maybe the best approach is to kind of give them the example, you know. So like, why are we exercising? Because we want to be healthy. I told my daughter, I'm like, listen, look at Baba, you know, he has a big fat stomach. I never, you know, like what you said, but I just turned it to me. So I'm like, look, the important thing is to exercise because we want to be healthy, blah, blah, blah. So I just think that maybe if they see you doing it, it's kind of going to, you know, it'll get imprinted in there.
I don't have a problem with him understanding it. Yeah. He doesn't have the filter for it.
Yeah.
He just blurts it out and he's going to hurt someone's feelings.
Guys, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Well, look, I mean, it's kids, bro. They're going to do it regardless. Like the example I use was my wife. Like she grew up always looking at her dad.
Yeah, Rocky IV. We know the story. Rocky IV, bro. Rocky IV.
So in her mind, growing up, it's like, okay, this is what we need to do. Like if my dad does it.
I understand that. Man. I understand. Yeah, we have to be the example. That's our job.
Yeah. Especially now when they really. Like they absorb. There's no
because after this, you know, they're not focusing on you. They develop other role models. Once your daughter starts full-time school, is she full-time school?
Yeah. She's in kindergarten now.
So now you're gonna see she's gonna fall in love with her teacher. She's gonna really look up to her. She's gonna have other kids in the class that she's really gonna look up to. There's gonna be older kids in the school that she's gonna look up to. So the focus is gonna be. Slowly, as they get older, it becomes less and less on you.
Oh, for sure, it's a shift in the ecosystem. I mean,
the memories that she's absorbing now until I don't know, whatever that age might be. Let's say 12. She takes that impression forever.
Yeah.
You know, and that will forever be in her mind. That's who my dad or my mom is. That's the person. So that's why you want to get as much of the good in early. That the way you're doing this is good.
Yeah.
No. But man, I was just trying to give him some sound advice. It backfired so fast. I mean, like 2 days later, did that person eat too much? You know, is he in bad shape? That person is that person in bad shape? Stop pointing, man.
Is that person fat?
He said that too. He said that too, man. And I never used that word. I never used it when I had told him that. It was terrible.
This is the tricky part now, because now it's like you can't hide anything. Even the conversations you have with your wife, you got to be careful.
Oh fuck you! I tell them leave the room. You know? Why? I want to stay here. Get out of here! I want to talk to your mother.
Talk about your grandmother.
Oh man.
Yeah, like you got to be careful, man, because I don't know, you're gonna talk about a friend or a sibling or your
a relative, yeah. And then that person comes to your house and like, yeah, my daddy said you're like this. Is that true?
Yeah, is it true? Yeah, is it true? My dad.
These are lessons, Savva, you don't need for a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm still.
But if you remember them, it'll help you. It'll help you stay out of trouble.
Like we talk in code, man. We talk in code. Yeah, you know that person there that lives in that house there? It's like, yeah, okay.
You have to use anything stupid. Purple shirt. Yeah, purple shirt.
Yeah, purple shirt guy. That's good code. Oh man, how are your in-laws taking all this new baby thing?
They're really happy, man. They're really happy, but it's an adjustment for them too, because they were used to just one, and now there's another one, and
they're losing sleep too, or what?
No, at all. We don't leave them there. They just babysit.
That was a joke, bro. How does it bother you?
No, it's not bothering. It's just they have to adapt to having two of them. You know what I mean? Like they were so used to focused only on one that now.
This is their second grandchild.
Yeah. They don't have any other grandchildren. No. Okay. So when we bring both of them there, and especially my daughter, she's very attached to my mother-in-law. And when we bring both of them there, and she pays attention to the baby, it's game over, man. Daughter goes nuts.
Yeah, it's temporary.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's gonna pass. What are you gonna do?
Find ways to include her.
Yeah, for sure. I always do. But she's jealous, but she's not jealous. You know what I mean? Like if she sees me holding the baby, she'll come and she wants me to hold her also. Kind of thing. But then sometimes I try to hold her and she just pushes me away.
Yeah, we went through the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when it's done.
You're still waiting.
Unfortunately, that's something that remains.
Yeah. But yeah. No, other than that, it's good, man. It's good. Can't complain.
I'm worried about this whole COVID thing also, man, with schools and everything. We were having this conversation before we started recording there about, why are schools remaining open? And George is like, yeah, they better not fucking close, man. I don't want them home. But at the same time, I mean, honestly, this is the one thing that scares me, because I just feel like the people that are making these decisions don't really know what is going on or what they have to do. The decision to close down restaurants, whether it makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
You're right. Man. You're right in what you're saying, but these are big decisions, and every big decisions, man, comes with victims, man.
No, I know, but it basically goes back to what we were saying before we went on air. Like you're closing down, for example, the restaurants, but other places where there are maybe more people, they're still open. Like, churches, for example, they're still open. Schools, we know that transmissions are happening through the youngsters. There's over 170 schools that have been infected since summer, like since August. There's a lot of just things that we don't understand. I don't like the whole decision behind these things doesn't make sense to me. So now, and the other thing is now, there's all these.
I'm sure the churches is because they saw the psychological effects on people, man.
Yeah, but
they closed everything. People needed the.
Yeah, but people just as much as that, people need to go to a restaurant, man. People need to go have a drink. People need to interact. You know what I mean?
You can have a drink at your house.
Yeah, but with nobody coming over.
Go on your balcony and yell at your neighbor.
Yeah.
They're just going after the simple stuff, man. So
I don't know.
It's better than closing everything. Better than closing everything.
Is it though?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Well, look, obviously you want to limit the damage as much as possible. I mean, it's already costed so much on the economy, and all these people have suffered. And like you said, George, I mean, there's not one decision that you can make that won't make someone unhappy, obviously, and that's the unfortunate thing. Problem is that is there a concrete plan? Like, okay, now we took these measures for the next 28 days. Is it enough? Or in 28 days, are we going to see like more things closing down? You know, like maybe.
I think they're buying time because they know that winter people tend to lock up more.
That's what I think. I think they're trying to buy as much time as possible. They've known that a second wave was going to come regardless, and I just don't know if there's any plan. The big issue here, and this is what we've spoken about in other episodes, is that the fact that now it's wintertime and there's another lockdown during winter, the psychological effects that can have on so many people is way more destructive than it was when it was close to spring.
When spring was around the corner, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like I get depressed on a normal time.
I was depressed in August because winter was near.
as soon as it was dark,
I'm not even kidding. I was already depressed that it was coming.
just the thought, shit.
Fucking 4 months, fuck.
Long, man, and winters here are heavy. It's like, you wake up in the morning to go to work, it's dark. You come back home at night, it's dark.
I hate it.
It doesn't help, man. It doesn't help. And it lasts like from now, end of September, October, all the way until March. You understand? Like, it's huge. It's so much.
You want me to jump? You want me to find a window, just jump the fuck out? That's what
Just
you want.
leave.
You're trying to make me fucking kill myself. I got kids, George. Put all this pressure on.
Who was I talking to? I was talking to a buddy earlier today, and he was telling me, you know what, man, I hope I was on lockdown. I hope that my industry closed down because I would just get on a fucking flight and leave. and
there's no flights.
No, now there's flights. You can leave. You can go to Greece. You can go to Europe.
They closed it again, no?
No, flights aren't. No, they haven't.
No, they're open.
No, you just sign a paper saying that you promise to quarantine yourself, but nobody follows up, so you don't have to.
Yeah. So
I thought they closed them again.
Everyone.
Certain countries, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I heard that, man. Like down south, I think they closed those flights down south.
But down south, I don't think it ever reopened. They had reopened Europe, I think. The U.S. is still closed. I think down south was closed.
I think Cuba was promoting that they were open.
It was opened? I can't remember.
They were promoting that it was going to open.
Yeah, think again.
So, it was supposed to happen mid-September, I think. And that didn't happen.
I don't know. It's just, this is like it's like another beginning, and the crappy thing is that we've seen it already happen. Obviously, in the beginning of the year, we know exactly what may happen. We don't want it to get worse. Obviously,
it's gonna be different this time because we went from being in complete denial on March 12th to March 13th. Everything closed.
Yeah.
So we're a little different now.
Yeah, it happened really quickly the first time around. Nobody really knew what was going on. Everybody was very concerned and scared. Now, in addition to all of this, you have all these conspiracy theories. It's like, fuck the mask. This is all bullshit. Demonstrations in the thousands. What the hell?
If you're demonstrating a little paper mask on your face and you ignore everything else that a government could do to you, you've really got your priorities fucked up.
Yeah, like what is the problem? Like what?
I saw my grandfather, bro. He beat it, and he was there, Savva. He was done. They told us start waving goodbye. Like there's no turning back from this point. 95 years old, and he turned back. He came back. He survived it. Couple beds over, somebody at Chris and I know, their mother-in-law, 69 or 70 years old. It took her. Is it bullshit?
No, it's not. It's not bullshit.
I have a relative in her 40s. She needed oxygen, man. She needed gas. She needed to be hospitalized. Her oxygen levels were in the 70s.
Yeah.
No. Listen. What I was telling you before is that it's the
I'm not
whole
saying you're
concept.
saying it's bullshit. I'm just saying.
No, but I'm just saying that the whole virus aspect of it is it's real. It's there. It's the whole measures around it and what we can do and can't do that I find that are bullshit. You know what I mean?
They're confusing. They're contradicting and they're
Look,
confusing.
I think all these people in the streets, it's not about not wanting to wear a mask. I think they're much more concerned exactly about what you said. Why do you need to control my quote unquote rights and freedoms? I should be able to wear it if I want to or not wear it if I want to. The problem that I have is that they don't realize that their actions are dangerous to the people around them.
That means you're just stupid. You shouldn't be protesting.
Well, yeah, of course it's stupid, but at the same time, look at the measures now.
Hold on, I'll be back. Hold on.
Cops can walk into your house, no mandate, nothing, just fucking, if they.
Can they?
Yeah, this happened last week. They gave them extended powers if they suspected there's a huge gathering of whatever, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 people. They can just walk in.
Well, they knock on the door.
Of course they're gonna knock on the door. They're not gonna break it down, but they have the right to just walk in and just
They're policing private behavior.
You know what I mean? So that to me,
I know.
It's a bit worrying to me because what worries me mostly is when whenever is all said and done, are we gonna go back to the old ways of doing things, or are these fuckers gonna keep those,
those restrictions and those laws, those temporary laws?
Yeah.
Because they were. There was word that there is a clause in our Charter of Rights that they can invoke. I forget what it is, the number. But the government is allowed to decide that everybody has to take a certain something, and they can use military force to do so.
Yeah.
Like
sorry about that.
Anything like a vaccine or something that's necessary for all of society, they can force you to take under certain.
To take the vaccine, you mean? Because constitutionally they can't force you to take any medication.
There's a clause under certain pretext. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a clause. Yeah, there's a clause there.
But
they always save something for them.
So yeah, that worries me the most. And look, we were supposed to go over to my brother's house last week
to see the baby.
Yeah, but they had just passed these stupid regulations, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not. He's in the middle of the city. He's on a main street. A cop passes by, sees 4 cars in your driveway. Who knows how stupid that guy is?
It's simple, man. It's simple. Just park your car on the street and walk to my house. Sure. Nobody's gonna know, bro.
And we had thought about that, but
you need one neighbor to write you out. It's $1,000 a piece.
Yeah, but it's not only that. I mean, there was other concerns, like my sister's kid. He had some girl in his class that may have had it or not. They were waiting for results. I'm like, fuck that shit, man. Why should we, take a risk? So finally, everything is fine. I mean, the real tested negative. It's all these things that you don't know, and
it's okay. We'll see you in a year, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. bring your plexiglass window and hold it over the baby.
Walking without everything.
He's actually here next to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because my wife had to go put my daughter to sleep, so I had to.
Is he sleeping?
Well, yeah. You want to see him?
So do you call it parenting or babysitting?
Hey?
Do you call it parenting or babysitting?
Both. I don't know.
just say parenting. Don't say babysitting.
Yeah. Parenting. 101.
So now your wife is taking a whole year off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. She's taking a year off, maybe a bit more, because with her vacation and all that, she has 4 weeks vacation plus her stat holidays and all that. She can take up to like another month and a half after that.
Gonna go crazy. She can't.
No, whatever. She's been off for a while, man, because she was off for a year with my daughter, and then she went back to work in January.
For a couple months.
And then she was she found out she was pregnant, and then in March, when COVID hit, she's like, "Fuck this! I'm not going back to work."
Oh shit.
And so she's been home since March, and now she's off for another year. So
she works in the hospital, right?
Yeah, she works in a hospital.
Yeah.
So she's kind of used to the fact that she's home, but yeah, it's getting to her. Like, she really wants to go back to work.
Are you gonna put the old one in daycare?
Yeah, man. We were supposed to start. Her now in October. Well, actually, we were supposed to start in September, but they told us because you were giving birth in September to wait 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
So she's gonna go probably at end of October. She's not. We're not gonna send her full time. She's probably gonna go for a couple of hours a day.
Yeah.
Just to give a break there to Anna. But
Are you guys ready?
for the daycare?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like
A lot of people have a hard time.
yeah. No, I don't think we're gonna. No, I don't think we're gonna have a hard time, man. Like we actually brought her so we could see the school and whatever, and there was other kids, and we got there, and it's like we didn't even exist already. You know, she's just a pup.
They love it, man.
She's very sociable, my daughter. She's very, very sociable. She loves other kids. She loves playing. So we're not gonna. There's not gonna be a concern.
Because in a few episodes ago, we were talking about how parents get all soft and stupid when the kid goes to school, and we didn't feel that. And I was wondering if I should be feeling guilty that we didn't know, like, get all soft. Oh, she's off to school, you know.
No, I don't think we're gonna get like that.
Yeah.
I was actually making fun of the fact that you just didn't take them to daycare.
Who, me?
So they were like, yeah.
No, they did. Emma went. It was half days, and we started twice.
Emma went late, man. Emma went to daycare. She was what, like almost 4, no?
She was past 4.
Was she?
It was.
Like she didn't start daycare like normal kids start at like 18 months.
She was 2. She was 2.5. She was.
She started at 2.5. Okay.
Yeah, but
hey, look, man. If I could have kept them at home with.
Look, we have that opportunity, and we took advantage of it. And
that's it.
Right at 1 second.
Because I mean, I'm sure like you guys, same as me, you guys were probably home until you were like 3, 4 years old, 5 years old.
No, we went to daycare because my mom worked at a daycare, so we went.
So we were.
I had like my grandmother or my aunt watching me when my mom went back to work. My mom went back to work when I was 3, and then my aunt and my grandmother, for the most part, occasionally my aunt would watch me.
Yeah.
But she went back to work when I was 3. So, and then my grandmother. So my first like step into school was my first day of kindergarten. You know what I did? I ran. I bolted the other way. She was chasing me on Jerry Street. I was running with a red velvet suit. She had me dressed in a red velvet suit. I had to get the fuck out of there. I didn't want to get a beating.
It was your good clothes, man. It was first day of school.
My shoes were matching burgundy with white on top.
Yeah, no. We sent her at 2 or. Oh wait, no, because she missed a year. So yeah, she went in when she was 3.
Yeah, I remember she was much older, man.
It was 3, and we did 2 days a week, 2 half days a week, and then the following year it was 3, and then we went I think 2 full days, 1 half day, whatever, I don't remember. But
no, but us we're planning on sending her at least 4 hours a day, 3 days a week.
Like, is this gonna be for the first year or for the first week?
No, I think for the first year it's gonna be like that. Gradually we'll let her stay. Like,
we're
I don't know, man. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
The first day we did an hour, then the next few days we did a couple hours.
Yeah, they start you.
By the end of a week or 2, it was full days.
Yeah, but because my wife is gonna be home too, so you know what I mean. That 4 hours it will give her like a little break, but you know.
Bro, isn't it better to have a break from 8 to 4?
Listen, I'm with you, man. But
no, but it's good. It's good it's good for your daughter too. They
for sure, man, for sure. But try explaining that to my wife. My wife is
okay.
I think if you have the potential to keep your kids at home, do it. Because eventually, like, look, once they start kindergarten, it's over. Like, so you only have those first 4 or 5 years to take advantage of that. You know, so look, if you can, do it. If not, I mean, do half days. That's what we did.
Yeah,
there's no regrets. It worked out well. The little one now, we're starting her off at 3 days. We were supposed to do 2 half days a week, but because of COVID, they had to change all the scheduling around. So they told us, look, the only availability is 3 half days.
Right.
Oh man.
Well, my wife doesn't believe in daycare, man, because she never went to daycare. Where she went straight to elementary school, and that was it. So for her, sending the kid to daycare doesn't make sense, you know.
Oh,
Did she have a grandmother that operated an illegal daycare in the basement?
yeah. She had her grandparents, both grandparents, living at the house. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little one, she dreads it. She wants nothing to do with it. Oh my goodness.
She's tried it.
Yeah, we have her, but she doesn't like it. It's supposed to be from what is it? I think what's the time? 9 to 12, I think, something like that. It's just this doesn't work. Like the teacher said, like, okay, we'll start progressively. Let's start with 30 or 40 minutes, and then we did that. It didn't go well, and then we went to an hour, and then an hour 15, and then tomorrow I'm not sure what it's going to be. But
why? Because she doesn't like play with anyone.
You guys are nice though, man.
Eh?
Like when I told you that after a week it was full. Yeah. It wasn't because he accepted it. It's because we left him.
You didn't have a choice.
we just left him there. We left. If he was crying, we still left.
It's not our decision. It's not us that are like, okay, let's do half an hour. It's them, the teachers. Like, oh, she's not ready yet, you know. So we're gonna keep the progressive thing going for her. Whatever. Eventually, she's gonna get used to it. What do you have to tell you? But she's so attached. This one's way more attached than the other one was, especially.
For you guys, you mean?
Yeah, the little one. She doesn't want to separate from my wife.
She'll be fine.
Eventually, of course she's gonna be fine. It's just
when she finds that one thing that she enjoys and it's on a regular basis.
Like, look, I think there's much less crying than there was the first day or the first 2 days. So look, it's just gonna be progressive instead of progressively for a week.
We would read the agenda. Great day. He participated. He loved this. We loved that. We made this. He had a great day. But when I'd leave, he'd bawl it. When I'd pick him up and he'd see me, he'd bawl it. To pretend, oh my God, I'm so sad. But he wasn't actually so sad.
He enjoyed it. He
loved it. So they'd send us pictures like. Just whenever he would see us, oh yeah, I'm supposed to accent.
The other kids too. Although the other kids are crying, maybe I should be crying too. No, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Honestly, you know, but it's a nice little place. Look, Emma loved it. So.
Is that it's a daycare, right? Like it's not like a.
No, it's not a daycare. It's activité préscolaire. So they do different activities. But like they get them ready for kindergarten. You know.
Right.
But it's fun. Like they do stuff that you don't do at daycare. Like Emma had music class, you know, and then they did a bunch of different activities, and it's really fun. It's a nice little.
Nice.
That's good.
She's gonna tag along.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But she hates it. She asks because her teacher's name is Sonia. She's like, no Sonia.
Your place, Savva, it's
a
school or it's a house.
It's a school, but
so
it's
kids are her own age.
Yeah, but it's it looks like a house. I think it used to be a house and they transformed it into a daycare.
How many classes?
There's it goes from 18 months up until 4 years old, right? So
all together in one group?
No. It's separate groups. Like her age, they're one group, and I think they're 10 kids.
10 kids, so there's
there's 2 teachers, and you know. But you go outside. There's the yard is all. It's in a park. Like the daycare, the backyard of it is a huge park.
Nice.
So the kids go, they play, whatever, and I think she's gonna have a good time. And it's right behind my house; I can walk there. So
she can eat a cricket.
She can eat a cricket, yeah. You know, my concern is not if she's gonna have a good time. My concern is if she's not gonna beat up another kid or something.
She's aggressive.
Oh my God, man. Yeah,
it's good. You don't have to worry about it going the other way.
Well, it's okay that she's a little rough, man. It's fine.
She looks like a rugby player, man. She walks like this. She's the best, though. She's the best. She's really cute. You know.
And then they grow up.
Yeah. Well, just with the little one here, I see what she does to him. So I can only imagine what she's gonna do to kids over there. You know?
Maybe not. Maybe because she feels that it's like it's hers. You know, like it's my space over here. I'm allowed to do shit. But you never know, man. In school, maybe you know they have it's unknown. There's teachers. There's other kids they don't know. Maybe they're a bit more shy.
Yeah.
Or reserved. You know, you never know.
Yeah. I just hope she doesn't take after me, because I wasn't good in school. So.
Okay.
Well, I was a troublemaker, man. You know that. I was a troublemaker in school, right? So I hope she doesn't have that.
Nah, I don't think so. Just beat her up.
You hope she doesn't have that as a parent.
Yeah, exactly.
You as the parent.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell.
Our dads were a little crazy too, so.
Our dads went nuts. This Fallara was coming.
It explains why you were a little rambunctious too.
Yeah.
So we wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up for today. Savva, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Congrats again on the little guy.
Thank you.
And,
thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
addition. You and your wife are both nice people. I like you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you all.
Likewise. Thanks.
Thank you all for tuning in. Of course, you know, you can follow us on all social media platforms, all the audio platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube, follow on the Facebook, and everything else that you know what to do. Yeah, see you all in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Ciao, boys.
All right.
Adios, muchachos.
Bye.